Welcome, Britta Jennings, Scott O'Meara here. We love you and thank you for visiting our channel and being a part of everything. And our channel really is all about educating people about how to find love, how to attract true love, and how to stop attracting those toxic, narcissistic people or any relationship that's not healthy for you. So if you haven't already subscribe and get all the free updates and all the comments we have that can really help you move forward and navigate through love. Today we're going to talk about, can you attract your soulmate or life partner after a narcissistic relationship? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you sure can. We've seen it many, many times with the beautiful women who come to us and do our courses, and it's amazing for the first time in their life. It could be first time at 50 years old. We've even had ladies as old as 75, I think, or 80.
Older, 83.
83, sorry. And geez, if, they've attracted a whole life of these wrong partners and then finally at 83, do the deep healing and attract a beautiful life partner, then anyone can do it. It's never too late. It's about breaking that cycle and really moving forward and receiving that love that you truly desire.
Yeah, so the key here, and we always talk about this because we want to drive it home, is that you need to make sure that you heal first, because even if you've been hurt before, if you don't heal from that and your identity is still with that person, where you're energetically still married to that person, not physically but energetically, and you're connected with them, and you've got all that those beliefs you've got and that trauma from not being loved and being abused, and you hang on to that and it's part of who you are. And if you haven't energetically divorced all the other partners before that have had the same or similar results, you're going into a relationship with all that baggage. And that's why you hear a lot of people saying, I want someone without the baggage. And that includes not the trauma, not the insecurities. And that's why, I guess in a perfect world, people want to have someone who maybe hasn't had as many dramas in their relationship, because that hasn't built up that fear, that hurt. It's like having a damaged dog. You go into the we have here in Australia, the RSPCA, or the place where you can, the shelter for dogs, and those poor little animals that have been mistreated, they take a while to gather trust, and you can tell they're very timid, and you need to retrain them and restore that faith. So it's really important that we understand that, we really want to heal ourselves first before we move forward. And if that means being single and finding yourself, or so that should be, because we want to make sure that you are putting your best foot moving forward, healing yourself, moving that baggage or leaving that baggage behind, so you can go into a relationship without self-sabotage. Because a lot of the time we have fine ladies, if they don't heal from past relationships, they self-sabotage the new one. And he could be the one, or he could be an amazing guy or girl.
Yeah, exactly. Or they just keep on attracting the wrong partners, because it's safer to attract the wrong partner than the right one, because it's going to end in heartache anyway, is what's in their belief system. So, yeah, it is so important. I remember after my first love, anyone who gave me attention, I would date them. So, yeah, and there were quite a few guys there that definitely were not dating material, but I was coming from a very low place of lacking and need, because I was still completely heartbroken over my first love. So I just was trying to fill that void by dating any guy who showed interest in me, and it was very sad. It made me feel lonelier, because if you don't have a connection in a relationship and you're not feeling happy and fulfilled, then it's a lot lonelier being in a relationship than to actually be alone. So it wasn't until I did the deep healing work on myself that I really changed that whole cycle. I healed from my first love. I stopped just allowing any male through the door to date, and really got clear clarity on what it was I wanted, and then we crossed paths. Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, and it's interesting, is it? Because I find this is a pattern that we found when we talk to people, is that a lot of women and men, their first love from high school or their first love, they often say is their best relationship they've ever had. And it went downhill from there. So the thing is it makes sense, because a lot of people have that amazing love. You haven't got that preconceived ideas or fears that something may happen. And unfortunately, when you have that first love, particularly if you're on the other end and you're really impacted and you feel like that person was going to be forever and you're going to be married to that person, what happens is it really traumatizes you. And then because of your low vibration from that trauma, you then really start attracting lower vibrational men after that. You start to have these blocks and beliefs and fears. And that's really interesting. Over the 5,000 ladies that we've got to speak to, that is a very common theme, is that women and men, after that first time, they actually then start attracting the worst people. And also too, we find that it could be the other way around. They might have a few great relationships, then all of a sudden they attract a narcissist, or they go through a marriage breakup, and then the next relationship is the narcissist, because their defenses are down, they feel insecure, they feel low, at their lowest, and then the narcissist swoops in and takes them. So it's really interesting. And then after that, they attract narcissist after narcissist after narcissist. So there you go. That's when you speak to 5,000 people on this very subject. We get to see these very common themes and these patterns.
Yeah, definitely. So the main thing is to really, yes, you can completely move past narcissistic relationships. You can heal from it, and you can attract the beautiful life partner that, you know, you most probably lie there at night in your bed just fantasizing over having, because you don't think it's real anymore. So it's, yeah, definitely true. And you can really gravitate those type of people into your life just by allowing yourself to heal, let go of the baggage, and to have clear intentions on what it is that you do want.
Yeah, before I met you, I used to know that you weren't far away, and I could feel it, and I could feel what the person would be like, and their energy, and how lovely they were, and everything came true. Everything that I wanted was you, and I could feel the closer I got to you coming to my life, because I was single for quite some time, and when I said I'm ready, and I knew that I was ready, and I'd healed, and I just wanted to, have that amazing relationship. That's when I could just feel you coming. And then not long after, a couple of weeks later, I got invited to a barbecue, and then we met each other through a mutual friend. So yes,
interesting
100%.
Because you most probably actually physically felt me going past you as well, because we did cross paths, but I had a big wall up at that time, and yeah, we went to the same doctor surgery we didn't know, same car mechanic didn't even know.
Kids in the same class.
Kids surfed together. So we were crossing paths. So Scotty might have actually felt my energy going past him, but we didn't connect because I had that healing work to do, and it was like this massive cement wall up. So it's really interesting, and we hear that a lot too. Many ladies actually message us or call us and say, guess what? He's been in my life for 20 years. I went to primary school with him, or, it was a first love, or, a friend that was always friend zoned. They realized when they did the deep healing work that they'd actually had a big wall up, so that they weren't allowing these good quality partners to come into their life. So it's very fascinating. Do the healing work, and it's like that wall just crumbles down. It's like the gates of heavens opened up and and allows, what your heart desires.
And when that wall comes down, that's when you can open yourself up, like you said, to receiving all those beautiful partners, those high vibrational partners that you've always wanted, and stop attracting those, those people that, that you want to fix. And again, letting go of that need to fix people. Instead, have someone who's on your level, and you can grow together and live the most amazing life. So if you've got any comments, please put them there. We love this subject. We love interacting. We've got a wealth of knowledge in this, and we love to be able to help you. So ask some questions, comment in the comment section, and we'll get back to you. Remember, if you haven't subscribe so you can get all the latest gossip and what's going on. And we often give out free things here and there, so make sure that you subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, tell us what you want. Any topic, comment, tell us, and we'll talk about it.
That's a good point. Why don't you put in the comments some of the topics that you would like us to answer for you? How's that? And we can do videos on that, and we can also do maybe even a live Q&A one day.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Sounds good.
All right.